Dr. Juan, my alphabiotics. How are you today? We're going to explain a few things about alfabiotics with Dr. Juan, my quantum leap.
Hello everybody out there, my name is Juan River Ramirez. I'm an alfabioticist and I've been doing this for 36 years. And I'm here with Lori. She's got some questions to ask. Lori?
I have a few questions asked to you. We hear a lot about health problems today. What do you think the root causes are for most of these problems?
Well, as they know, there's a cause and then there's a symptom. So everything has a cause and everything else happens. The root cause of the problem is that we're blocked. Energy is blocked from the brain down the spinal cord. And the reason is because people are so overstressed. They locked into one brain hemisphere and then they go out of balance. So what we need to do is to bring people back in balance to be functional again. But I believe that's the main cause of the problem. And it's been hidden for years now. Now we discovered that cause and fixed it. When the cause is corrected, symptoms disappear.
And what is it that you would do to address these problems? What do you actually do that addresses the stress, let's say?
Well, Dr. Burger Crane, he's an American, he lives in Dallas, Texas, is my mentor. I learned this technique, this process that I do 36 years ago, yes. And it's worked miracles and wonders because we align the person, we release and increase the power within, because when you're so stressed out, we bring you back in balance in such a way that you let go of a lot of built up tension caused by outside stress, family affairs, business, and whatever. And then we just sort of tighten up the bolts, or so to speak, in an analogy. And then we do that by getting people back in balance with special movements in the head, especially in the neck, and that releases that excess amount of tension, and you become in balance, and you have control, your own control, and that balance, and that state of balance and alignment, you function better at all levels, physical, mental, emotional, and I would say spiritual as well.
And can you give us a brief example of what alfabiotics are, or is? I don't know how you say it.
Yeah, because the technique or the procedure looks very manual, very mechanical. But what is behind that is that we know that the body is controlled, regulated, and coordinated by a power source. You name it the spirit, you can call it the power within, you can call it energy. I mean, I don't care how you want to call it, but this is the power source. And that power source is diminished, it's not a full potential, then you have problems.
Right, absolutely. We hear about alternative medicines, and many people doubt their legitimacy. Can you give us a little history of this technique for those people who do doubt?
Yes. The background of this is based on scientific chiropractic, almost more than 100 years ago. Daniel David Palmer, the founder of chiropractic, and at one time was considered to be like a hoax, okay, and cultist thing. But nowadays it's scientifically proven that this works because we deal with body functioning.
And people are happier.
Yes, right. So Dr. Crane is the one that coined this word alfabiotics, which means life principle. We deal with life.
Yeah.
The cell is alive, and the cell is not getting the right energy, then it's like dead. It's dying. Yeah. So we need to reconnect people, and that it's very safe. It's very scientific. They can find out on Dr. Bridget Quake, which is the founder, more about the scientific part of this.
Does this technique have any spiritual or religious connotation? Do you have any prerequisites for religion in this technique that you are performing?
Okay, I believe that we cannot separate the body from the mind or the spirit. It's a triangle. The body, mind, and spirit. Anybody that takes apart the body, here's the body, here's the mind, here's the spirit, that's it's fragmented.
Yeah.
So it has a connotation of being a spiritual, because when you get aligned, when you get in balance, alphabetically speaking, you have that release of power. You feel like in nirvana, you feel overjoyed, you're floating, because all the chemistry starts to function in order. The body knows that. It's a wisdom of the body.
Absolutely.
In fact, I think, what's the name of this guy? Elliot? Forgot the first name. He coined that word, the wisdom of the body. It's a book written pretty easy go, something like that.
I'm sure you get this question all the time, but is this just a chiropractic treatment, or can you tell me more?
Okay, well, Dr. Crane points it out this way. If you are mechanically out of balance, you will be out of balance in all other levels. So yes, this is focused on the skeletal, but not exactly because of that, because you could be out of balance emotionally and also be out of balance mechanically. But the core issue here is that when you are imbalanced mechanically, you're also imbalanced internally in the organs. Yeah, they're controlled by the brain.
Or your muscles or ligaments.
Yeah, everything is, okay, we said it before, and then I want to just emphasize it. The brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves that come out of the spine control, regulate, and coordinate every single function of your body, including your emotions as well.
Fantastic. How do people, I mean, I know from experience, and I've seen your work, and I see people floating away.
Yes.
Literally floating away. Can you tell me what this is? What's the philosophy behind that feeling of energy that you get after an alignment?
Well, like previously said it, since there's a lot of stress out there in the world today, like, you see kids, 5-year-old with a lot of stress, and adults, headaches, migraine headaches, all kinds of problems. If you go to the code, and that's fixed, corrected, symptoms disappear. That's why it doesn't matter what's wrong with the person. Because I would concern about what's wrong with the person. I don't know, I don't have the medicine, I don't have the tools to fix it. What, indeed, like if I have a car that stalls on the street and on the road and I don't have the tools and I don't know what to do. Maybe just a cable that is disconnected. So we reconnect people back.
And so you can start your car and start
That's
going.
right. When the power is back on, everything functions in order. And so it doesn't matter whether you have headaches, whether you have stomach trouble,
Sciatica.
ailments, sciatica.
Like
That's
me.
very common. As a matter of fact, it's very common.
I know mine's gone.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, from your own experience, you can just add a bit of adage if you
Yeah.
wish.
Well,
But you feel overjoyed after an alignment because not only chemistry, I think it's an alchemy rather than just
Yeah.
a chemical reaction. Because your tension, you're extremely tense person, tension drops away like maybe 80%,
Yes.
and then you feel recharged,
I agree.
revitalized. That's my point. I think that's the question right there.
well, thank you, Dr. Juan.
Oh yeah, okay. Great. This is where we shake hands and alphabetically speaking.
Aligned.
Yes, all right. I want to tell you my story, how everything got started. I think it's very important for you to know why I'm here, the main reason I'm doing this, and how I fell in love with alfabiotics. This is what I'm talking about. Alfabiotics is a life principle. It has to do with your life, with your balance, with your integrity. And I will get back to you more specifically in that particular area. Okay, when I was a kid, I would say 12 years old, I had an accident. I was running around. One of my sisters was chasing me around, and I fell. I started to look for other alternatives, trying to get my health back because I was, feeling dizzy and having this seizure spells, epileptic seizures rather. Not the kind that you know, twist your body and it looks weird. Thank God that didn't happen to me, but I was absent-minded sometimes. I would go blank. For one, I had a little hole right here, and I just went out of bounds. I'm sure that caused me to go out of bounds biomechanically and, of course, emotionally. I was almost 20 years by that time. When I made this big switch, I started to feel better by all means. But not until I met Dr. Virgil Benson Crane in the hotel that I was working in Guadalajara, Mexico in 1966 and a half, ended up aligning me, fixed me up. I could go this way only, and I had a big lump over here, and I kept telling everybody, the naturopaths, the homeopaths, doctors, and they said, oh, it'll go away, no problem. You know, go away, and it took me more than 8 years for that to happen, almost 10 years. When he aligned me for the first time, I was in a bed at a hotel. We was staying there, and I was working as a hotel clerk. So he aligned me the first time, and wow, I felt like I was free again, like a big load. I was there, caused me to be in pain and dizzy, all these problems. But anyway, when I had my first alignment, I sort of woke up from a long sleep, like I was hypnotized. That's my story, and I fell in love with this science, with this technique, or whatever you want to call it. So Dr. Gray says, well, would you like to be my interpreter? Would you like to do some translation for me? Sure enough. So I quit and I became an alphabetist. I'm talking about 36 years ago, almost. Yeah, next October of this year, I will be 36 years experience in this field of helping people. I'm so glad, so happy that I encountered Dr. Crane and I do what he told me to do. And I am very much in love with it because I help a lot of people. Literally, thousands of people with all kinds of problems. I don't care what's wrong with them. Epileptic people, diabetics, arthritis, all kinds of things. The way I can help, and I'm sure we can help a lot of people, millions of people out there that are watching this video. And I'm very pleased to share this with you. That's my story. And I feel great. I'm 63 years old now, and I feel witty, strong, powerful. I feel really great. Due to the fact that I believe in God's laws and God put me on this pathway, and this is what I love to do, and I can do it very skillfully.